From right across Australia, two families have been chosen. They've never met, but are about to swap their lives and their wives. The Montforts, self-made millionaires Simon and Stephanie, push themselves and their three children to be the best they can be. Nicola and Trent Barry, meanwhile, live for the moment, putting no rules or expectations on their kids. The wives are swapping homes for 7 days to see what it's like living the other wife's life and to learn a bit about their own. So what's it like to swap a life of luxury for a basic home in the outer suburbs?
You're just trapped amongst filth.
Oh my God, indoor, outdoor, wow.
I just feel like a bad mother. I just don't think they should go to school without food.
$529.80.
I feel like it is a big waste of money. My whole mortgage payment is in that bag.
Shut up.
I just can't get my head around that.
I think the table meeting tomorrow is going to be massive because I'm in the mood for an argument.
Second-hand, poor clothing.
If I was her mother, I would be embarrassed by her behaviour.
That's slutty.
She's just going to make us out to be shit, basically.
The Montforts live a resort lifestyle in their huge mansion on the hill, with tennis court, pool, home gym and 14 manicured lawns. Stephanie and Simon have always set goals and worked hard to achieve them.
I just make the money and she spends it.
Pretty much right.
Maintaining their home, lifestyle and appearance is important to the Montforts. With the help of 2 housekeepers, a pool man and gardener, Steph runs a tight and tidy ship.
My me time is when I go and get my nails done or I have a tan or I get my feet done. And that's usually every fortnight.
They lead busy lives with multiple goals to achieve.
My life revolves around the kids' activities, working at the business. Yeah, just making sure the house runs smoothly. Get cans in this morning. I'm probably managing everybody. Have you got all your Pilates stuff in your bag, Mum?
Yeah.
And with the kids, there's a lot to manage. With Alex, 15.
I go to ballet 4 times a week. I do Pilates. I do personal training.
Wannabe sportsman Isaac, 12.
2 soccer trainings, Monday yoga, Friday yoga, and sometimes Saturday after soccer, my feet are sore as yoga.
And eldest born Josh, 17.
Like, I have a lot of interests like space and science, and I like learning a lot in that. And I'm funny. Well, I think I'm funny.
With Simon working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week,
Up on the winch?
there is little family time together.
Maybe sometimes I do sacrifice time with the kids.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quick, quick!
Apart from their weekly session with Russell, the personal trainer. Steph does help in making the money,
He seemed to think that they'd paid that.
spending a few hours each day running Simon's office.
2462. I like these.
But she prefers spending the money.
I love those shoes.
Which ones? On the weekends, Alex and I usually go and shop for an hour or so, probably every second Saturday or Sunday.
Both days.
And it appears daughter Alex has inherited the same spending gene.
I'm just hoping Dad's going to buy me a really amazing house. Nice cars.
On the outskirts of town, doing their own thing, are the Barry family. Together since high school, Nicola and Trent prefer to spend downtime with their kids, Ruby 11 and Griffin 7, than getting things done around the house.
They can do what they want.
Our house is definitely controlled chaos.
It's never quiet, which I love.
There might be a TV going on and the music at the same time. We just live.
We do be silly and dance and stuff.
The sign of a good day for a kid is when they come back black.
I slept in my school clothes and woke up when I went to school with really dirty clothes.
The dirtier, the better.
Nicola and Trent rarely spend time apart and share the same passions, heavy metal music and body tattoos.
They think you're a druggo, they think you're dirty, they think you're in a bike gang, they think you're a shit parent.
As long as they treat me the way I treat them, then I don't really care how they perceive me. If they don't like me, it's their problem. 7 now. Okay. Love you.
Trent works 6 days a week at a local tiling company.
I only have one day and an afternoon with my kids, which I cherish, you know, but unfortunately the coins just don't match up sometimes and we've all got to work. I definitely have to give Nicola a call every morning to make sure that she's up and the kids are up and gone to school.
Hello.
Hey, hon, you awake?
I'm up.
You sure?
Yep.
Otherwise they'd still be on the couch watching a movie when I got home in the afternoon.
And the kids are a bit like that as well. Griff, we have to get out of bed. I just crank the music as loud as I can. And they're like, oh my God, I got to get up now. It's loud. They're like, I'm like, just, yeah, get up.
If the kids do go to school, it's often without breakfast. Afternoons aren't very structured either.
We don't have a timetable like that. Oh my God, 6:30 dinner, 7 o'clock bath, you know, 8 o'clock bed. It's, nah.
Nicola has 2 part-time jobs, doing shift work at a local supermarket and working as a seamstress from home.
I make clothes and scarves and things for a designer.
How much?
$2.50. $2.50. Kids live in hand-me-downs. That's pretty. I can find better clothes at Vinnie's anyway. And because I sew, I cannot bring myself to buy a $30 pair of pants. You know, when I can go home and make it. See you later.
So what's driving Nicola to swap her chilled-out life?
I think this show will give me an opportunity to show people that you don't need to have the best of everything to have a great life.
It's day 1 of the swap and time for both wives to pack and leave their old lives behind.
The longest time we've all ever spent apart would be 24 hours. That's it.
Scared, anxious, all of the above, yeah.
Packed all my high heels. I'm feeling a bit excited this morning and a bit nervous, a bit worried that everything's going to happen all right with the kids.
It's time to say their final goodbyes.
Try not to listen too much to what Dad says. Okay, be patient. Hey, baby. Bye, baby.
Be good. No hug.
I thought this was a good idea, but I don't know now.
Not really sure. I guess lost already.
I think Trent will find it harder than the kids.
Daddy, the first day is always the hard one. I live a pretty good life. I don't know why I'm driving away from it.
Big gates. Oh my gosh, big gates.
They're obviously big on their heavy metal music.
Ooh, tennis court.
Don't think I'd have that kind of poster in my front window.
Poor lady going to my house.
It's a bit scary for anybody that's coming to the house.
Both wives get to look around and settle in on their own before their new families arrive.
Oh my God. Holy crap. Oh, you're joking. She knew I was coming, and that's how she's left her bed. Like, she knew I was going to go through her house. And how the hell could you bring children into this? What is she teaching? Like, she's got more respect for the kids. At least she folds their clothes and she makes their beds and, like, unless they did it, it's filth. It's putrid.
Wow. I feel like I need to take my shoes off or something. Wow, big table, that's so scary. As in, crap load of people live here. Oh my God, indoor, outdoor, wow. Okay, this is like a resort, man. The dog hates me. Wow.
Like, even that to me screams, I don't care about my wife, because how does she hang the washing on the line without trying to scale Mount Everest every day to do it?
Get out, home gym. Ooh.
My life to her is going to be like a dream.
That poor woman when she gets to my house, I hope she's okay.
She's basically going to the Hilton of houses.
Nah, she'll be right.
I reckon we'll have to pry her out with a crowbar.
Thank you.
You're just trapped amongst filth.
How nice is that? Welcome to the Montford family.
They've got first impressions. Now it's time to read the household manual that will detail how the swap wife is going to live for the next 3 days.
Things get done when they get done, and if that means that jobs around the house are half done, we don't mind. That's good, because that's what she's got. Nothing finished at all.
I'm always on the go, ferrying the kids everywhere, going to personal training.
Household chores and cleaning. Well, from what I can see, there's none, so we could probably skip that paragraph.
I haven't had to live to a budget for the last 10 years, and I don't think about the cost of things. Well, she will be definitely thinking about the cost of things.
100 to 120 on food and groceries. Oh my God. Like, that's a fifth of the budget we use on food.
Wow. I don't think I could eat $450 worth of food.
$50 on cigarettes for me. 100 on alcohol for Trent. So far, we have more money spent on cigarettes and alcohol than we have on food.
I've recently lost quite a lot of weight and lost everything from my chest. So, oh God, breast reduction, and now, last month I had breast implants. Oh my God.
Kids get hand-me-downs off people from the street at least twice a year, and they love it. I don't believe that. I truly, honestly do not believe that. And if I spent the $150 that he spends on grog and she spends on cigarettes on that little girl at a shop, she'd come out with a bigger smile than she did at Vinnie's. I'm telling you, she's in denial.
I'm so sorry, Trent.
Stephanie Montford has left her family and her immaculate mansion on the hill and travelled to her new house.
It's a bit scary.
She's not a happy camper.
Oh my God. It's filth. It's putrid.
Steph's less than impressed,
Wow.
while Nicola certainly is.
Wow. Indoor, outdoor.
And now the big moment. It's time for the wives to meet their new families.
Hello, Josh.
Hi.
Hi, darling.
Hi.
Hi, Isaac.
Yes.
Hi, darling. Hello, Alex. Hi, sweetie. They seem really nice. Deep down, Aussies are Aussies. Everyone's happy and sweet when you first meet them. We'll see what happens.
Exactly what I thought I would have, and that's the tattoo sleeves, the piercings, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, you see, that's cute.
Nicola's what I expected of our opposite family would probably be, like, with tattoos and that, and, like, with less money, poor, really.
I didn't really expect all the tattoos and everything and the piercings and stuff.
Hello.
How will the wealthy Stephanie embrace her new laid-back family?
Trent, how are you? Good.
Hey, it's beautiful, Ruby. Beautiful
Hello, Ruby. How are you?
The ice is broken.
It is.
Jeez. My heart's still going.
The ice is broken,
Get a bit.
but it may freeze over again as Steph brags about the luxury she has left behind.
Mum's going to feel like she's at a holiday resort. We have a tennis court and a pool.
Okay, yeah, okay.
2.5 acres.
Very definite other end of the spectrum, okay. You might feel a little bit more relaxed here, but I don't know about the pampering. She's not getting any pedicures or Pilates or anything like that on our budget, certainly not.
I think they'd improve their whole living standard. I don't think they have to live as meagerly as they do.
Before we actually met up, I was just scared, I guess. But after I actually met her, I actually got scared.
Nicola is settling into a new wealthy life, heading out with Josh to do a grocery shop with 5 times her normal weekly budget.
Do you have enough toilet paper?
I have absolutely no clue. Where's the 24-pack?
You don't drink tap water?
But it's water in the bowl. It's convenience.
Are we done? And I'm the one with all the money, honey.
How much did we get to?
$2.30.
Damn it.
Nick would freak out at your attire.
At the Barry home, Steph and Trent are also comparing budget notes.
What did you pay for that?
My coat,
The coat, yeah.
about $500.
She wouldn't spend $500 on clothes in a full year.
Really?
If Stephanie is going to live the Barry's life, she's decided she needs to dress the part.
Need some help?
I might try this one. It's
That was one that Nick had too, yeah.
See if they fit. I don't. Has Mummy ever bought you just a real pretty dress so that you could wear it to something special, like a wedding or
No.
a birthday party, or?
No, not really. I just find something in the cupboard.
I like.
You look very nice. They fit you.
There's got to be at least one time in her life that she could have saved some money to buy that little girl something sweet. She'd only have to not smoke for a week and her daughter would have shoes.
Have you ever had homemade kebabs?
Day one of the swap is nearly over.
And do you cook at home?
All the time.
It wasn't too spicy.
No, it's lovely, really, really nice. We basically do the dinner and then I'll put it out and then we eat when we come in. I gather he's already made the perception that I'm all about the money and not about the time with the kids and everything. And they live like this because they want to value their children and enjoy their children more. But I think he can have both. I don't think you have to be one or the other.
What were you expecting? Did you have any expectations of who you would, like, seriously, of who?
To be honest, I expected to get someone like yourself.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. She seems a nice enough lady, but I wouldn't be with a lady like that, if you know what I mean.
In my life, I also live a hectic lifestyle.
Yeah.
I had a little moment when I nearly lost it. I nearly cried. I felt alone. Josh, I think, pulled me out of it a bit. Just talking to him. I think I need that. I need to talk.
Nicola is usually fast asleep at 6 a.m, but today, Montfort style, she's up and at 'em.
Yeah, sandwich, and that was your sandwich.
Virtually every moment is accounted for in the busy day ahead.
Morning.
Steph, meanwhile, has reluctantly slept in
Do you usually brush your hair every morning, like wet it and brush it, or?
and is now trying to get the kids out the door for school.
What about your teeth? Do we do teeth? No. Didn't do a shower either.
No teeth cleaning, no shower, and onto the bus with no breakfast.
Let me give you a kiss. Have a good day. Feels very weird to put the kids on the bus like that without making sure they eat or anything. I just feel like a bad mother. I just don't think they should go to school without food. And I don't think they should go look scruffy. And I think they look scruffy.
Take that out.
Yeah.
We can do that. That job's finishing this morning, so we can do the invoice up for that.
Nicola has already clocked up 2 hours in the office
You're fatigued, you're going to get stronger. Come on, one
and
more.
is now at the mercy of Steph's personal trainer, Russell.
You been smoking this morning?
This is brutal. Steph's life is very hectic.
That's when you get stronger.
I get that exercise to her will be a relief.
One more. Meet me halfway. 5.
There's pushing yourself and there's literally pushing yourself to death.
2. One more. All the way
I'm
to the
so
top.
knackered. I feel sick. I'm tired. Yeah. I feel like death.
Steph is still reeling from sending the kids to school without breakfast as she takes on Nicola's part-time job at the local supermarket.
I think she'll be doing this in 15 years. I don't think she sort of even thinks about the path beyond here. And Trent did say that himself, that they live from day to day. They don't sort of really worry. I think that's evident in the way the house looks.
And today is grocery shopping day.
It's going to clearly stress her out a bit to not have that $500 or $600 shopping budget.
I don't think I've ever spent so little in my entire life. I don't know how they feed a family on $120 a week. Cheap, 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 cheap. I don't know whether they eat meat like steak or anything like that because cuts like that are expensive. Even though I don't want light ham, I'm going to take it because it's cheap. I suppose that I should shop more like I am now. Do you reckon that's enough food for 4 people for a week?
Well, I have 4 people in my family and it's certainly not what I shop.
Across town, the same amount of money is being spent on a facial and makeup session.
I feel like it is a big waste of money. That's like a whole week's food bill. I don't need to look good to other people to feel good. So I don't feel $1 million. I feel like I need to go wash it off, seriously.
And the spending's not over yet.
This is cute.
I'd go the knee-high boots. That would be my choice.
Told her she has to go and spend some money and buy some nice things. If she doesn't come home with anything, I'm going to send her back to the shops.
And it came to $529.80 today.
How much would you and Steph
Last time I
spend?
came here, we spent like $1,000.
$1,000? Definitely going to take Alex to Vinnie's. And you don't even think. You just go, yeah, like.
Chuck at the people and pay.
My whole mortgage payment is in that bag. Yeah, I just can't get my head around that.
Over dinner, Nick asks Simon if their busy lives and excessive spending makes them happy.
Steph's always looking for the, she's always striving to be better.
Yeah. See, Trent and I live by that motto, you don't need to keep up with the fucking Joneses.
Yeah.
Like, we live by that.
She always looks and goes, well, I've made it there now. And
I'm going a bit further.
I could do more,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
She's never just comfortable.
Yeah, but neither am I.
At the regular Barry Saturday night campfire, Trent's not getting off lightly either.
The house, in its current state, is beyond laid back. I don't think it's just laid back. I think it really is dirty.
She feels the place is filthy. I don't feel it's filthy.
When he tried to contradict me, I tried to come up with a word different to filthy, but he couldn't actually find one that was between filthy and clean.
As both families are bracing themselves for the rule change ceremony.
You know, and I think it's time I changed that.
It's rule change day tomorrow, so naturally I'm sort of a little bit frightened.
We can have another beer, that'll help. But just remember, tomorrow I get to change the rules, so you may not want that beer on board.
Cheers, everyone.
Right for it.
Last night out on the Montreal rules, eh? Maybe I've been cocky, but I don't think there's that many rule changes to be had.
It's rule change day for our 2 wives from opposite ends of the financial spectrum.
Like.
The normally rich and super busy Stephanie Montford feels her new family are not just laid back, they're lazy.
I hate to see them living in an environment that I think's unsanitary. I'm here to give Trent a kick in the ass royally, and I'm happy to give him one with my nice little stiletto.
The cruisy Nicola Barry has found the Montford spending habits a bit OTT.
Because they have money, they don't think about what they buy. They like to flaunt it.
But reckons the lack of chilled-out family time is their biggest problem.
There is an issue that Simon is workaholic. He does need to be around more. Not just for the kids, but for her.
And so, with their new families out of the house for the morning, the wives set to work on their new rules. These set the agenda for the next 3 days.
I think you can live clean and tidy, but you don't have to have money. I've just got to get in and use elbow grease and try and do the best I can on very limited means to tidy the place up.
Steph begins with a princess-style makeover of Ruby's room.
I think she's going to love it. I think it's going to be the making of her.
At the Montfords, Nicola isn't making any changes to the house. Her rules are focused on their schedules and values.
This family does not spend enough quality family time together. Rule number 1, Simon, you work too much.
There it is.
We saw it coming.
We'll work until 3 p.m. each day, and you will then do the afternoon pickups and activities for every child.
Barry family. The first thing is personal hygiene. I think it is important to worry about your appearance and also to maintain it. I think breakfast is important for kids. I would expect that they eat some breakfast before they leave for school. Bedtimes, I think we need a strict bedtime. So our bedtime's going to be 8:30, and that can be with or without a story.
We'll eat what's in the house and deal with the wastage and spending. This afternoon, we'll build a veggie patch on one of your 14 lawns. It will save you valuable money on weekly produce. All kitchen waste will be used as compost to go back into the veggie patch.
I know you don't like the word, but I do think the house is filthy. I would like to give the house an angel day. I would like, as a family, an angel day. So as a family, I'd like to actually get in and clean some of the walls and actually the floors and just really give it a good scrub down and see if we can make it improve.
Finally, image is obviously very important to you as a family. I want to show you that you should not judge a person by the way they look. Alex.
Oh, no.
Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to take you shopping.
Do not say up shop.
To Vinnie's. And show you that you don't need to spend a fortune to look good.
Good luck with that.
At the Barrys, Steph is keen to show her family what is possible with a bit of hard work.
Whoa.
I love it.
Wow, now that's a girl's room, isn't it?
I got my room completely changed and I absolutely love it. I'm just speechless. I love it so much.
Trent appears to be on board with the rule changes.
I really, really like the breakfast thing. It's important for the kids to have a breakfast because that's going to make them have a better day.
Although defensive about his family's personal hygiene.
You know, there was a little bit of filming there of Steph as if she's showing the kids that they're cleaning their teeth for the first time or something. Well, bugger me. You know, that is a staple in this household. You clean your teeth before you go to bed.
A mixed reaction at the Montforts too.
Veggie patch. You gotta be kidding. Why would we want to do a veggie patch? You buy them from the shop. That's where veggies come from.
Vinnie's.
I'm not looking forward to going to Vinnie's and getting second-hand poor clothing.
I don't even know where Vinnie's is.
Oh, yuck. It's disgusting. Oh, makes me feel sick thinking about Vinnie's.
Come on, guys, just...
Begrudgingly, the family head out to build the veggie patch.
Hold it like exactly like I'm doing there.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's really awesome to see Josh and Simon doing this together.
Awesome!
You know, I think it actually made Simon happy to show him how to do that. It's been 5 minutes and I can see the benefit already.
I was scared shitless.
This is family time.
Where's my onions?
They're all out there together.
I still got to put these in.
The kids had fun, so I can't say I'm disappointed we did it.
This is a great idea.
It's the first full day under the new rules, and Steph has the Barrys up at Sparrows.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, that sort of scares me.
The shirt.
Sure. Never, never, never give up. Ouch.
Ready, set, go. Trent thought it was going to be really hard to get them up. I think he was surprised that they just got up and got into it. We'll see how long he lasts. Do you reckon he can last a minute? Ruby, quick, darling. Just trying to make them something that they wanted for breakfast. Next is for them to get showered and dressed for school. Look at that. And still we have time to spare.
Are you gonna put your makeup on? Don't make me go into Vinnie.
Don't make me go.
Nicola is planning a dress-down outing for her new family.
The quicker you find something...
Can't you find something?
No.
I'll watch you find something.
No. The quicker you find something...
No.
Found anything yet? Hurry up.
And Alex has been asked to help pick clothing for the whole family. But the label-conscious teen is not playing ball.
Why are you getting that skirt? It's, like, disgusting.
If I was her mother, I would be embarrassed by her behaviour.
It's slutty.
My kids have never, ever in their life performed that way, ever.
How'd Vinny's go?
Ask Alex.
Alex, how'd Vinny's go?
Horrible.
She said it was the worst day of her life and she's hit
Why?
rock bottom.
It's just clothes that other people have worn.
So I told her the story.
That's what Mum does with all your old clothes.
And they're not old. I think Simon was very upset to hear about what happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty gutted at the
I don't want to be.
attitude. I mean, that's just not where I'm from. I'd like to seriously try and address that. I just want the guys to be able to grow up, but not turn into spoilt brat kids. And I'd like to talk to Steph about it and try and bring it to a head a bit, you know what I mean?
Meantime, the Barry world is going to be a clean world if Steph has any say in the matter.
I cleaned up my room and I'm really proud of myself.
I've washed everything on the lounge, including the lounge. Are these clean over here?
Go and sit down, sit in your butt and watch TV and I'll help him and then eventually I'll...
Watch what? Swap.
I feel like Steph's trying to be the super mum and she's only really walked a couple of miles in our shoes and she's just going to make us out to be, you know, shit, basically.
Because it's my rules.
Trent is clearly agitated by all Steph's cleaning and is starting to wish the swap was over.
We're living my way now, not your way.
It's time to sort of sit down and relax as well. You're making me nervous because all you're doing is walking around doing stuff. It's kind of like, oh, just sit down.
But I don't feel like sitting down. I feel like getting some stuff done.
I'm just rolling with the punches, so... Yeah, I'm basically just sick of the whole thing. Still going.
I forgot this wall.
I feel like right now, like the lamb that was led to the slaughter. All I want to do is hug my wife and spend a night with the kids.
Steph won't stop, and Trent is frightened by how angry it's making him feel.
I have an anger issue that I've got to deal with and I don't know where it's coming from.
He can't sleep, and at midnight, Steph tries to console him.
I'm thinking like my dad probably thought.
Okay, well, hold my hands and you'll be all right. Okay, come on. Come on. It's not worth all that. Hey, come on. That's probably more than you've anticipated. Okay? So just settle down. It's all right. Come on.
Maybe she didn't see it. It freaks me out.
You need to just let it out.
If I've received this trait from Dad, I want to be the one that stops it now, so it doesn't go on to Griffin. I'm scared for an uncertain future. I guess that's what the whole process is about. Anxiety and depression and I don't know.
You know, I think he's under a lot of stress and a lot of strain, and I think he wants some answers, and I can't give them to him.
How's school?
There's one day to go on Wife Swap Australia, and the Montfords at least are enjoying the dad pickup from school, but dreading Nicola's new-look excursion down to the lake. All except for Isaac, who couldn't put his fake tattoos and piercings on quick enough.
That's pretty good.
So what do you reckon, guys? How do you feel?
I feel degraded.
You do?
I don't like it. I feel like some sort of terror off the street.
Well, it doesn't look. Did you see when the people were walking past, they're all looking?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
I get that anyway.
Yeah.
I'm
I
used
don't
to
like
it.
that.
I'm in Vinny's clothes. I can take any shit on. Check this shit out.
Alex, try and say a few nice things.
What? Fight me, bitch.
I don't feel comfortable with this.
Yeah.
But I suppose if you feel comfortable the way you look, I mean, does it really matter? What else?
Yeah,
sort of thing?
exactly.
It's up to you guys, up to you.
We're all different. That's what makes the world
Go round.
so cool.
No, I'm good.
I guess I feel the way Nicola does with, like, people looking at you, like, you're different, but you're not. You're just like the average person with some ink on you.
At the Barrys, Trent has bowed out of the spotlight, and the kids are also looking forward to Mum's return.
My mum will get angry about the rules.
I can't really express in words how nice it's going to be to go home.
The week of Wife Swap Australia has nearly come to an end. Both wives are keen to get home, but also want to hear what the other wife has to say at the table meeting.
If she comes out and she's going to attack how I've raised the kids or done things in my house, I'd say it's going to come back at her.
I'm feeling very excited this morning. I'm anxious to know what happened at my house. Don't ever stop smiling. I'm actually going to miss a lot about the kids and Simon. Thank you so much.
Good.
See you guys. I honestly hope that, in another 10 years we can still come up here and sit out here and have a laugh.
Got a hug. I suppose I was prepared to speak my mind and say what I thought, but it actually got harder the more I got to know the family, the more I spent time with the family. And keep your rooms clean, the more I cared for the family.
The longest Nicola and Trent had ever been apart is 24 hours.
You are the perfect guy for me.
It's been a long 7-day swap for them.
Missed you so fucking much.
Seriously? You would.
Hasn't been as easy as you thought, eh?
Not at all.
Both couples are keen to be alone, but want to have a chat about their experiences first.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I'm going to have a hug.
I could hear your voice.
It's a warm greeting, but both wives have a lot to
Nice to
offload.
meet you. We have cleaned your house beyond belief. The best I could. I've worn nail polish off. I have a busted fingernail. Like, the nail lady's the first place I'm going in the morning. But I have actually scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. And I've had the kids scrubbing. It's walls and floors. And I suppose that was one of the biggest shocks probably for Trent, because he was a bit like, oh, you really think it's that bad? And I was like, yeah, I do.
Usually I just friggin' do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw it and I do his Lego, and I'm the one that just goes, all right, I'll do it. So they know they come back from school and their room will be clean.
Well, one of the rules is that they are to clean their own rooms. They've got to get in and clean their own rooms.
Our guys do it, don't they?
Yeah. And
That's good.
the next
we
thing
like
that we put in was routine.
Yeah, we were getting up at 6:30. We went out and I did the Sport Billy thing. And, yeah.
And the kids?
And the kids, yeah.
We all went.
And cooked breakfast. And they were ready before school.
But
it was
anything.
the whole process of getting up and not laying in and, like, I'm not going to be calling you from work anymore because you're going to be up anyway and I'm going to know it. So
Trent was glad too that I had organised their clothes the night before and everything. Even this morning he said to me, God, getting these clothes, because we were in a bit of a rush, we were trying to get sorted.
made a difference.
It made a difference, he said.
But the criticism isn't just going one way, as Nicola brings up her shopping experiences with 15-year-old Alex.
I could see how you could get used to it. As I said to Alex, I said the first thing I always look at is the price tag. And she's like, no. Put this on, put this on, put this on, put this on. Get this, you know what I mean? I said to her, do you get that you're spending so much money on this? And she's like, oh, I just block my ears. I don't look at the receipt and I just go.
She doesn't have any concept. I know that about Alex. And I know I've created her. Like, I did create her. She can be bratty at times and I overlook that a bit.
Yeah, but I
you know
don't
what
want
I mean?
to anymore.
I won't say anything about that just yet because we've got our own experience to live.
She needs to be said no way.
Yeah.
Simon, now he's been doing some afternoon school pickups.
Knock off by 3.
It doesn't have to be every day, but he still puts in a 10-hour day.
So I've been picking the kids up and then chats in the car on the way. And...
How nice is that?
Unbelievable.
Simon doing less hours at work is probably the biggest thing Steph was hoping for out of the swap.
I need to stop instantly gratifying myself with shit when really it's him I want. And that's what it is. It's
that
Simon
big
I want.
tub.
I want him to come home.
Yeah.
And it's like a way of punishing him. Like, I
He's
realise
coming home
that
now, aren't you?
on a Saturday, I think I want him to come home and he won't. So it's like, well, come on, Alex, we'll just go and blow $5,000 and that'll hurt him. Like, you know, maybe you should come home next weekend. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm sorry that I do that.
Oh, don't
I feel really bad about it, but it is something I want to change. And I did learn that from your family and your budget. And, you know, I could pay for our holiday without us having to even get money out of the company and I want to do that. I need to stop using things to satisfy me and start demanding what I want, which is time.
Which is
you. Yeah. What about you, Trent? What did you get out of it? Other than I'm high maintenance.
No, don't say that, mate. You got an awesome woman there. I've got a demon I've got to tackle, and well, you know, sort of a depression thing, but I'll get there and chip away.
After we put the rule changes in, the first day, the world fell apart.
Yeah.
Trent was not happy.
I thought he was the strong. I didn't know it was me.
I think he thought he was the strong one too, because when he came out to the table, he wasn't happy that 10:30 at night. He was shattered, really shattered. Yeah.
Both couples have learnt a lot. But there's one thing Nicola won't be changing her mind on, and that's the Montfords' personal trainer.
That man just... he's so narrow-minded. Like, he won't listen. Oh, he was so annoying.
It was hard work for Nick, wasn't it? It was hard work for me too. It always is every week. But yeah, you found it pretty hard, didn't you?
Oh, I was so close to punching him. I was scared when I first came that the husband would be a wanker, but it was the personal trainer. Holy shit.
And on that note, time for goodbyes before going home to the kids.
Thank you so much.
We'll see ya.
It was a good experience.
Hopefully soon.
Maybe we'd
Go
like
this
to
way.
catch up with you again soon.
Thanks.
See how it's all going, the new rule changes, and
It was easy. It was easy.
I'm sure I'll change some.
yeah, I think we will too.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, let's go home and see these children. Yay!
That's it.
At the Montfords, the dog gets to Stephanie first.
Hey, guys.
And the kids are keen to show Mum the new veggie patch.
I'm impressed. I'm glad to get back to my life a little bit, even though there's going to be some changes in the Montford household.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'd groan if I was you, Alex, because a lot of it's going that way.
Brace yourself.
Over at the Barrys, the kids are thrilled to have the whole family back together again.
I miss you, Jim Humphrey. Do you miss me? Yes. Oh.
The Barry kids want to show Mum their new clean rooms.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Open.
Oh my gosh, it's clean. Awesomely awesome. The cleanliness thing, I mean, she just has this very high standard of cleanliness, and to be honest, she has a cleaner.
But Nicola did like most of Steph's new rules.
I think they're all awesome. I'm not taking them down until everybody does them every day, and we don't have to remind you.
There's been something left for you in here.
What? Oh my God!
A surprise gift from Simon Montfort that he hopes will motivate Nicola to do more with her sewing talent.
Simon is amazing.
It's been 4 weeks since the swap, and the Montforts have made some big changes to their lifestyle.
Since the swap, I've certainly had more days off work, and I've made more of an effort. Yesterday morning, I took Isaac out for breakfast on the way to school, and did that because I had a meeting sort of around school start time in the city, so we've done that, haven't we, mate?
Yeah.
Steph, too, is doing less hours at work, less hours in the gym, and had a good hard look at her spending habits.
So I did actually come home and I haven't used my credit card since wife swap. I've started to sort of look at the things that I have in my wardrobe and sort of reuse that rather than, just buying things needlessly. See you later. Bye.
It's an attitude they hope will rub off on Alex, who now has a part-time job at a local beauty salon.
I'm enjoying earning my own money now.
It's a lot better than asking for it all the time.
She's really done us proud as far as she's got in and got the job herself.
I'm not sure what I'm saving for yet, but I just don't want to go and spend it on something I don't want. That is pointless, because that's what I do all the time.
And over at the Barrys, things are really looking up since the swap.
Quick, Piggy in the middle, Gemma's in the middle, go. I think it has changed our life. It's changed Trent's life, but they're good changes.
I suppose I am happier, I guess, but I didn't realise that maybe there was a couple of underlying things. But no, I'm definitely a happier person.
Trent is working through his depression issues, while Nicola has decided to start her own dressmaking business.
I guess I'm a bit of a changed person now. I know that's so cliche, but yeah, I got a bit of drive and kick and yeah, I'm a lot more assertive now.
That's like my flower blossoming. She's needed to, let's say, step up the plate. And I think she's going to do that. I think she's got big things ahead, and that's cool.
And the kids? Well, Griff is happy Dad stepped up to make his room over like Ruby's.
I like my room so much because it's all clean. I think Mum and Dad have been looking after the house a lot more than they did, and it has become a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I'm pushing Nick a lot harder than I was.
Yeah,
I'm just
no.
telling it how it is.
He's become pushy.
Yeah.
Like really pushy. Would your husband swap left? Next, you could go. No.
And if I saw a woman coming towards me covered in tattoos, I'd probably think rough.
Stupid bike.
Oh, stupid bike.